Hello, check. check, check, check. Doesn't sound so boomy. Hello, check. That's better. All right, let me get the chat. Let's get the chats going. Chaim, everyone. Oh, wow. Steven, good morning. What's going on, man? You good? Hey, Rumpel. Good morning. A lot going on. Yeah, we got this. 100%. No problems. No worries. Richard, good morning. Yeah, we got this. 100%. 110%. Hey, Donna. Carol. Thomaster. Good morning. Ashkaran. Nice. Hey, Kate. Hey, Shira. What's going on, man? I saw you put out a new video. I'm so excited. I want to check it out. Everybody should check out Divine Manifestations by Shira. If you want to post a link, I could put it up here. I can't. Seems like I can't post things down below right now. Rabbi Friedman has a short up this morning about aliens right next to Guru Shorts. Wow. I know when listen, when the idea of me being next to Rabbi Friedman is like, I mean, I have a lot of respect for Rabbi Friedman, and when I first started going on YouTube, I thought, how can I go on YouTube when Rabbi Friedman's on YouTube? I mean, and now we're like next to each other. That's pretty weird. But the Rebbe did said it would be arrogant of us to think that we were the only ones in the universe. That would be utter arrogance. So, yeah, let's see how many peeps we got. It says one person, really? But I see more than that now. Well, kabbalahguru. Oh, this is like different. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the couch here, but it's kind of weird. Once Ellie, good morning. Two of you, yeah, that's the guys in Nepal, man. They're really they're moving and grooving. Those guys don't rest, and while I'm sleeping, they're awake. I mean, because they're on a different time schedule, so it's like 24 hours of Ellie Weber. I want to address something. I can't see the numbers. Maybe you guys can let me know. Can you guys see the numbers? Yeah, you let me know occasionally what the numbers are. It doesn't really make a huge difference to me. But it says one person. I mean, really? Let's see. It can't be one person. Let's see. All right. Anyway, I want to address something really quickly. 94. Okay, so I'm just not seeing it. Thank you. Thank you, Shira. Um, yeah, and everyone check out is Shira's being like, she's sweetheart, and she's not giving you her website number, but it's just Shira, Divine Manifestations by Shira. But I'm 110%. I'm completely into the idea of self hypnotism being the way forward, because you have to get through your conscious mind. You have to get past your conscious mind in order to make a real change in yourself. And that's what I did. Like, I know I'm a broken record, but when I decided I want to know what it's like to be successful. I'm tired of being a failure all my life. I want to know what it's like. I hypnotized myself over and over again with these tapes, man. I just listened to the tapes day and night. Every time I went to sleep, every time I took a nap, and because you can't just say, okay, I'm going to be successful now, man. You gotta do stuff. You gotta work on it. And for me, it really involves getting past your conscious mind. So I'm like totally into this. Hold on one second. And by the way, my camera may conk out because I left it on by accident. If it does, I'll just switch to another camera. But You got to get past your subconscious, your conscious mind, the doubting mind. You know, I can't tell you how many beautiful souls. Who was I talking to recently? I was talking. Okay, I don't want to mention names, but I talked to so many beautiful souls, and I know I do it. I do it a lot too. I say, oh, it's just me. It's like, but I kind of like take it. I don't really I don't really batter myself. So I've learned not. I mean, I've studied for years how not to criticize myself. I still criticize myself. I'm not there 100%, but I'm saying like I'm much better than I used to be. But we all have this thing. It's like, oh yeah, like you do this amazing job, and then you go, well, maybe I shouldn't have really, I shouldn't have said, it's just like, oh shucks, and it's not always just false, it's not always just humility. It's really that we've been trained to think ill of ourselves. We've been trained to doubt ourselves. And that leads me into my rant for the morning, which is they found nothing, right, Gary? I'm with you. I'll post that one. That's definitely worth. I want to get to my rant for this morning, and that is like this. I have. Well, hold on one second. Let me just get my humidifier going. Okay. I have a lot of people that send me information, and I have one person that from the Chabad community. She sent me some things about AI, about how they're going to be able to read your mind, and they're going to be able to know that you're thinking about something else or you're not. The AI idea and the central banking system. This is irrelevant to us. We are human beings. We do not care. I do not care what AI thinks of me or what they're reading from me or if they know I'm here, if they don't know I'm here. They are robots. And I'm not getting involved with that, man. Except when I have to. Sometimes you have to interface with those. Like this morning, I had to interface. I wanted to check out, I'm going on a trip for business, and I wanted to check out whether or not I could get a kosher meal. It took me like a half hour to talk to a person, and then the person didn't know what I was talking about. I mean, this is the AI world that they're designing. It's not going to fly. No matter how sophisticated they are, no matter how refined the AI community becomes, they are not human beings and they cannot compete with us. They cannot compete. Once we are up and running with telepathy and everything else, all we have to do, listen, their whole shtick, and I'm sorry I'm ranting. Thank you. You like your rant. Okay. Their whole shtick is we have to agree to let them do to us what they're going to do to us. In other words, we go to a movie, we watch The Matrix, we say, okay, I paid my thing. That means I agree. Okay. I'm thinking this is like, what if we don't agree? What if we say, Matrix? Are you kidding me, man? I'm not taking part in that BS. I'm a human being. I don't have to deal with your nonsense. I don't have to, you know, how do you deal with when you want to take an airplane flight? I haven't figured that out. But basically, we can run rings around these people. I get really nervous when I have to deal with the Matrix. I'll be honest with you. I don't like it. It's not for me. It's not natural. I mean, in the old days, you call somebody up. I'm not dealing with machines. I'm not dealing with, if I had a question this morning. I wanted to have a kosher meal on the plane. So I'm not going to sit there. I'm not going to sit and text some machine to answer my question. I want to talk to a human being. So I finally got a human being on the line. And he said, he told me what to do. It's no biggie. But the point is, we do not read my lips. And this goes with doing your homework. We are not victims. We do not have to agree to the matrix. All we have to say is, I don't agree. And then they're shut down. The people of Satan, the people of the Satan, have some kind of weird agreement that we have to agree to what they're about to do to us. So I think that could mean watching a movie, paying admission ticket. That's like making what in the Jewish world they call making kinyans. Like if I want to buy this shmata, I go like this. That means I now own it. This is mine now. I made possession of it. So when you make kinyan, when you make an agreement with these creeps, these let me see creatures with these AI, AI and their minions, then then they can do what they want to. But if you say, I don't agree to that, I'm not paying taxes, I'm not paying insurance, I'm not paying my traffic ticket, man. Why should I? I don't even know where's my accuser. Who's accusing me of what? I'm not part of the matrix, man. I'm a human being. I don't operate. I have a God. I work for God, man. I'm not in your system. It's just like I'm saying David Straight's system of becoming a whatever it is, a naturalized citizen, whatever it is. I say let's go even higher. Let's just say, well, I'm a creature from God, man. I don't agree to any of this malarkey. I'm not in. I'm out, man. I'm a creature of God, man. God wants me. If I do something wrong under God's rules, I got to deal with it, man. But I'm not dealing with your. Well, on Thursdays I can park here, but I can't park there. It's just like screw it. I'm not in. I don't agree. I'm not. I'm not part of your system. I don't know. And posing this as. I'm not posing this as a solution. I'm not saying, do like me and just everyone should just, not agree. I don't agree. You have to sign everywhere. I agree. I don't agree. Okay, I don't agree, man. I'll do my business elsewhere. I'll find somebody who will talk to me on the phone. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying that there's a lot of people who are really afraid of the central banking system. They're afraid of the AI. They're afraid. I saw this thing. It was a tape from Davos. They can read your mind. They know they can watch the vibrations. You're sitting there. They can read your mind. They can tell if you're thinking about, God forbid, that the person across the cubicle is like cute and you'd like to like get juicy with them, you'd like to like snuggle up with them, they know about it. They can read that thought, and therefore they could potentially punish you. Why would they want to punish you for that? Because they don't want us to be fruitful and multiply. There are too many of us. That was what the Georgia Guidestones were about. That's what this was all about. There are too many of us. They can't handle too many of us. And if there are a lot of us who just say, I don't agree. I'm sorry, but you don't have to get angry. I'm just like, no, I don't agree. I'm not in, man. I'm not into your system, man. I mean, they are crumbling right now. They are crumbling. It's Friday the 17th, right? It is the day, man. The market is going down. They are out of control. They're spinning out of control. All this control mechanism, when it's dealing with collapse, man, they don't know what to do. They're not humans. This is AI. They don't know how to react to a human being will say, well, okay, so what am I going to do? Let's see it. This didn't work and this didn't work. So maybe I have to figure something else. They're AI, man. They can't figure it out. They're stupid. They're stupid lizard-minded people. Not even people. They're creatures. There is AI. And we do not have to agree to it. We don't have to agree. I'm saying I'm not down for that, man. And now I'm reading with the David Straight stuff. The taxes are that's just like a tip. That's nothing. They got us coming and going. They steal our very lives with, and I don't really understand how it's done. But I don't agree. I'm not in, man. You know I don't know. I'm just saying, man. At the end of the day, we are godly creatures. We answer to a higher source. We are not subject to these banking rules. And thank God for the white hats. The white hats are taking these. I don't have even a word. Maybe Gary has a word for these. They are. Evil destroys itself in the end. That's a cloud. That's a general principle. that evil destroys itself in the end. So they are destroying themselves now because they can't handle opposition. They can't handle questions. They can't handle unusual situations. They can't handle God. They don't like God. They don't like us to have faith. They don't like us to think beyond the matrix. They don't like for us to be thinking illogically. To fall in love? You can't, that's not a logical thing. What's logical about it? I'm falling in love with. I see some woman in the grocery store, and she looks at me and she gives me a smile, and I feel love. Well, is it practical? Who is she? Is she a good partner for me? Frig it. I'm not interested. I'm just falling in love with some stranger. I'll never see her again, probably my whole life. But I'm having a brief moment of enjoyment that the AI can't comprehend. So do not be afraid. The way they control us is through fear. As soon as you get into the fear space, and I personally, I have to work out some issues, because whenever when I'm making reservations for a plane ride, when I'm dealing with AI online, when I'm trying to do things, get things done, I get scared. It's just like I'm just like, I don't know what I'm agreeing to. It's like um but at the end of the day, man, they can't handle us. That's why they had the Georgia Guidestones. That's why they did this. That's why they always have wars, but they don't have it now. We are not agreeing. We are not agreeing to this war. The country with this letter. We're not agreeing. We're saying, you could see the people. There are some people that say, oh, yeah, we have to stop Mr. P. He's out of control. But they're like either not informed, or they're I mean, in my community, there are a lot of people that really believe that Mr. P is a bad guy. I don't know why they have that opinion. It's just like they don't have all the facts. It's I always thought, hey man, I'm joining, I'm in the club now, man. I'm hanging out with really smart people. They would have a clue, and they were like, no, let's go. Oh, get this, man. The doctor said it's a cool idea. I'm like, hello. You're learning Gomorrah, you're learning Tanya, you're learning all these things, and then you submit to something that is so obviously contrary to God's wishes. So the end of the day is, my friend sent me this tape about how at Davos they're bragging about the fact that they can read your minds, they can read your thoughts, they know what you're thinking. You're sitting at your cubicle, they know you're having a daydream fantasy about you know whatever, the things around you, or you're thinking about you know a piece of cherry pie, whatever it is you're thinking about. They know about it. So what? We don't agree. We don't agree to being slaves anymore. We're not in. I don't agree, man. I don't watch movies. I don't watch your movies. I don't know what the Avatar. I don't know what the Avatar is about. I don't know what I'm watching snippets of this V for Vendetta. What happens in V for Vendetta? All the bad guys, man, they line up. They shoot the V guy. They shoot the hero with all these guns, and he gets up and he says, you can't kill an idea. You can't kill a word. You can't kill a thought. You cannot. You think this is like a computer program where it's zeros and ones? We're talking about human beings, man. We're on the cutting edge. We have all the numbers in between. We're not limited by zeros and ones. We have emotions. You can't, you could put it on a scale, but you're never going to be able to. You're never going to take God and put him into a quantifiable. You're not going to do it, because you can't do it. It can't be done, because we come from godliness. We're natural. We are, to some degree. I don't know who created us, but I'm just saying, I don't agree. I'm not getting fritzed out about the fact that I don't have insurance. I mean, most people would be freaked out of their minds. No insurance. What if I get sick? You know, If I get sick, the last place I'm going to go is the hospital. The last place. I mean, maybe if I have a broken bone or something, but even then, I'm like, I don't know. And for sure, would I go to a hospital to have a baby? Let's say I met some beautiful young woman and we decide to have kids. I'm not going to go and sign a birth certificate. Really? You think I'm going to and get some things for the baby? Sure. I don't agree. I choose not to agree. I'm going to have a home birth. So don't be afraid. Don't be scared, man. Don't be scared by these little petty tyrants. They have no emotions. Like, well, you have to do it. It says here you have to do it. I'm like, no, I don't. I could just walk away. I'll never see you again, man. Goodbye. Um, there are certain rules. There are certain rules, and they're saying they're trying to give us free speech, but um, I'm looking across the way. There's a fire. There's a fire um, at the airport. I think it's the airport. Yeah, there's a big fire at the airport right now. I don't know if it's the airport. It's close to the airport. I think it's the airport. Um, anyway, we do not have to agree, right? Go to the hospital to die, right? Because that's what you're going to do there. I remember my father. My father got a stroke, man. Take him to the hospital. He didn't die. He didn't die right away. So let's give him some more morphine. We can't. We have to take care of him now. He's got a stroke. He's going to be more of a pain in the neck than he was normally. Give him some more morphine till and they did. What's a person worth to AI? Nothing. To his family. Which airport? It's the big one, the biggest one in the world. Just think of the biggest one in the world. It's probably the biggest one. It's in New York. It's an international airport, but now I don't see it. It looks like the fire has stopped. They must have put it out. Okay, so we're cool. There was some kind of fire. Maybe they were burning stuff. I don't know, but it's over. They put it out. Anyway, so that's my rant for the day. You had a stroke at 5, yeah. Zero. They literally found zero in the actual. Yeah. Um, they literally found zero. Yeah, this is all just smoke and mirrors, man. Don't get involved with any of this stuff. You got a life to live. We have lives. We're working on our fortune, on building our fortunes, on having opportunities, on making new relationships, on connecting. I mean, by the way, my that new platform. Please come to the school platform. It's pretty cool. You can really, you can find people to talk to. It's very it's well organized, and we are human beings. We do not need to be afraid. If you find yourself afraid, just you know go for a walk. I don't know. That's what I do. Really I usually catch myself pretty close to when it happens. I'm like, really, you're afraid? You're afraid of this computer program? You're afraid of because if you put in the wrong number, something's going to happen to you? And then I say, just take a deep breath, listen to one of Shira's tapes, and just relax. All right. Anyway, so that's my rant for the day. That we are human beings. We don't have to agree to this stupidity. We don't have to give in to the Lizzie bees because we're human beings and we have a source, and we are connected to source, and whatever happens, man, blowing my mind. Yeah, fear feeds the enemy, right, and lowers your vibration. We don't have to be afraid. I'm like, even let's say, I'm not saying for me, but the the Rebbe, the altar Rebbe, they held a gun to his head. They said, "We're going to kill you if you don't do what you want." He says, "I'm not doing what you want. I don't believe in that stuff. I'm not going to die. You shoot me. There's no such thing as." He was just like, "What is that gun? You're threatening me with a gun? Really? I'm afraid to die." I'm not saying me. I'm just saying the Rebbe said that has no effect on me. You believe in one life. I believe in infinite lives. I believe that that I have a soul, that I live forever. You want to threaten my life? It's a joke. It's a joke. You're making a joke, right? You had too much to drink. You forgot to drink coffee. What's up, man? You got some issues. Your wife didn't treat you nicely this morning. What's up? You um yeah, the fire's out. But yeah, I would say, I mean, this is just my reaction because I see this in Davos. They're bragging and they're patting each other on the back, saying, "Look, they could have free speech, but we can still monitor their thoughts." And they have the technology, they have it. I say, so what? We are human beings. We answer to a higher authority, and you want to check my thoughts, man? I'm probably looking at the girl across the way. That's just the way I am. That's the way I'm built, man. You don't like it? Sorry. You know, um, that's that's why there's not a lot of births now because we're afraid of each other. Men and women are afraid of each other. Why? Because the AI is like they don't want us to get together. All these indoctrinated young people are like, oh, I don't want to have kids. I'm not going to have kids. I'm like, well, why? Well, it's such a hard world. It's like, well, that's the reason to have kids, man. Nothing can stop what's coming. Nothing. They cannot survive. And now they're being taken down. Let me just look at I'm just going to check out the what's going on with the market. They're down 435 points. Gold is up. Hey, how about that, man? You know, all you guys here, you own a little gold and silver, right? You have a little bit stashed under your bed, man. I got a few silver coins here and there, and gold and silver's going up, man. The banks are going down. The fiat currency is going to nothing. Zip. They can throw trillions at it. You can throw trillions. You can take all the monopoly money that you have. You could go out and buy thousands of monopoly sets, and you could go to all the banks with your monopoly money. What? And oh, look, here's another trillion. Have another trillion. What's it going to do? It's not real money. There's nothing behind it. So, this whole scare thing, this whole like the big brother is watching you, like, you know, I don't know. I'm not, I don't buy it. I just don't buy it. I just, it's like I'm a human being, man. I don't know what you're talking about. So listen, man, we're a collection. Everyone I talk to on this channel is like, we're totally united here. We all feel the same way. The fact that there's so many of us now we have 431 people. The fact that there's 431 people here even listening to this message, even listening to me, crazy man that I am, is it just shows you there are probably millions and billions of us who are just like, screw it, man. I don't feel like being afraid. Yeah, I don't really. Do you really think he's the president? You really think we had a selection process? You really think we're having a war? You really think the banks are crashing? The banks are crashing. Oh no, the banks are crashing. The banks crashed a long time ago when they stopped being gold backed. It's a fiction. It's well, that's a nice movie, man. The banks, the stock market. Yeah, it's a nice movie. I don't really want to watch it. I'm busy. I want to have a nice life. I'm building a dwelling place for God in this world. I'm trying to establish myself financially for the first time in my life where I can like do what I want when I want. Like if I want to order like I said, I ordered 2 spritz bottles, man. I mean, it cost me $9, whatever it was. I When I feel like I need a spritz bottle to so that my shirts will lay down flat and I don't have to go to a tailor or go to a dry cleaner, I'm going to order it. That's to me being rich. I mean, who is rich? He who's happy with what he has. And we do not have to live like refugees, and we do not have to submit, and we do not have to agree. We do not have to. The little box in the bottom, man, I don't agree. I'm I don't need this stuff, man. I'm good to go, man. I'm going for a walk on the beach later. I'm going to collect sea glass. To me, sea glass is worth more than diamonds. I get so excited when I find a piece of sea glass. It's probably worth nothing. I mean, that's what my mom says. It says it's worthless. I'm saying, yeah, but it's she understands. I mean, she collects shells. We're that kind of from that kind of family where we didn't really value. I mean, I didn't. Oh, the fire's going again. What is that about? You want me to find out? You guys. I love sea. Yeah, sea glass is like I get so excited when I find a nice piece of sea glass. It's like it's kind of bluish and it's all beaten up and it's like yeah, the ocean. But wherever you are, man, Mak da Yisrael. That's what the Rebbe said. Make this the promised land. Wherever you are, whatever situation you're in, whoever you're around, make it the promised land. Make it a godly place. That does not mean beating people up with godliness, saying, "Oh, you're a sinner." That's for the AI. The AI can call us sinner. I mean, they can't even. Shali. My love is back. She got back. Okay. Um. Anyway, man, Tikkun Olam. Right. That's what Mio's 100% on, man. Tikkun Olam. That means you don't have to go out on a box. You don't have to convince thousands of people. I don't know how I ended up doing this. It's just no. I know how I ended up doing things. And this is a quote that I said the other. I made. My editor, my film editor, said, I really like your stuff." And I said to I didn't say it, but it came out of my existence. It said, "The only reason I have what to say is because I'm not involved. It doesn't come from me. The things that I say to you that are like wise, it's not me. It's not Ellie Weber. It's just that I get out of the way. I'm out of my own way. I don't get into I'm out. Because I've been studying myself for so many decades. I'm just like, what me? Me, my stuff, man. I need a Maserati desperately. I gotta have a Maserati, man, a red Maserati, or else, I mean, I don't have that stuff. Listen, I'm not without desires. I do covet certain things. Like I like to have food in the refrigerator. That makes me really happy and feel secure. I feel secure because I got tons of food in this place. Like if anything goes down, I'm good to go, man. I got stuff, but I don't need extra stuff. Um, I love, I'm totally into this. I'm totally into the life wave things. I got some purium. I had my shake already. I ate some protein pills, by the way, because protein's a big deal, and I haven't really figured out how to deal with that issue yet. Because like some days I'll like, oh, let's have some vegetarian. I'll go vegetarian for a day, and then the next day I'm starving. My metabolism is so fast. But that'd look cool in a Maserati. You know what? I went out. I did buy something. I am a materialist. I'm going on a trip, and I realized I don't have anything. I don't have a jacket. I don't have any fancy clothes. I don't have like a sports coat. So I said, what do I want to wear? If I want to wear like this kind of like a t-shirt. So I said, let's get a cardigan with pockets. I'm an old guy. I gotta have pockets. So I ordered this thing and it was like $30. It was $28 or something from China. It was a schmata. It was like, so what came? It came this beautiful green. I'll wear it one day. It's like a big long sweater with pockets and a hoodie. and it doesn't have any zipper on it. I'm like, what kind of thing is this? But you know what? When you just wrap it around you, it's like it makes me feel like rich. For 29 bucks, I got like a new wardrobe. Gila. Hey, Gila. And Gila approved. I asked Gila, I said, Gila, I don't know if this is appropriate. I don't know if this is a woman's schmata. I don't know if it's a woman's garment. But I really, I got this thing in the mail. I ordered it. It's like this kind of greenish color. And she says, yeah, it looks good. She says, you look youthful. And that's a really cool thing to say. Bratwurst, because I won't participate in their digital app. You got to have pockets, right, man? Kathy, you understand, man. Yeah, you got to have pockets. I mean, let's be real. A sweater without pockets. I mean, nah. Shelly, don't encourage me, man. I'm very easily swayable. Oh, the fire's going again. Do you guys mind if can I just go get my binoculars? Do you guys mind if I take 1 second off, and then we'll do some intel? I want to do some intel. When was the last time you spoke to your brother Andrew? Probably a couple years. Probably a couple years. Um, I need to talk to him. Yeah, I said woman. I said woman. Um, yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna give you firsthand. This is real intel. Okay, hold on. This is my this is my inheritance. My parents lived on a boat. I've told you many times. They lived on a boat for 5 years, and they realized that their puny little binoculars were not cutting it. So they went out and bought a really expensive one. And my mom, when I told her where I live and how I live, she said, "I'll send you the binoculars." So I got it, man. Let me just see what's going on. Oh, now it's off. I think it's a controlled fire because they keep starting it and stopping it. It must be a controlled fire. Yeah, the planes are taking off. Everything is cool. I don't know what that is. Some kind of maybe they're burning. Hemp leaves. I don't know. Shifra's thing with Annie. Oh, that's so nice, man. I'm totally behind Shifra. I think she's terrific, and I hope has great success. Annie too. Someday I'm gonna be. I'm gonna like. I'm gonna get up the courage to talk to Annie. Um, a spyglass. Yeah, it's pretty nice, man. It's nice to have. Now I could use it to look at people on the beach, but hopefully my mind will be mature enough to like say, because I don't know what this place is going to be like in the summer. There are probably going to be a lot of like half naked people around here, including myself. I mean, I am not wearing shoes. Also, I've already made the haklata. I've already made a promise to myself that I'm going to go. I'm going to be like shoeless Joe Jackson for a while. Okay, so here, let's do some intel. Let's find out. Let me just check the stock market again. It's down 455 points. What do you think? The banks, they're going to get all the monopoly money together, and all the Jamie Dimon and Larry Fink can get together and say, "Hey guys, what do we do now? What do we do to the human beings here now? What can we do to them?" Apparently, I found out yesterday that BlackRock is really run by some kind of AI programming. That they are not. Yeah, it seems going. Yeah, okay. They had control burn for training, stay in red flags. Yeah, lots of bathing beauties. Right, I know. It could be very distracting, but I'm I if oh, there it's burning again. Okay, so let me see what's up here. It's burning. They're burning something. It's I don't think it's at the airport. I think it's like down the way. I don't know what that is. They're probably just burning. I don't know, because in New York City they don't usually burn so much stuff, but it's not at the airport. It's close to the airport, but these things are amazing. They really bought a nice pair. What are these? They had this at sea for a couple years, so they're kind of beaten up. But these are Fujinyan, very nice. All right, all right. Let's do the intel. You guys ready, man? Have I've ranted enough. Don't worry, guys. We got this, man. This is going to be we're coming into the Great Awakening. It's going to be amazing. Okay, let me just put this up. Gila, Shirley, Charisse. I had to check out with. Let me see. Okay, let me get. Okay, wait a minute. Let's put this up. Studio. Okay. Now I'm going to go here, and we're going to pick. Let's look at the white hats quickly. See if anything's up there. This is like Intel with fun, right? No, it's still Durham. Okay, so nothing new there. Let's see. Whip and his buddy Tirane are just like really out there. Romanov is the key for unity, stability, and equality. You got that, Gila? Did you know that? That Romanov is the key to stability. I didn't know this. I didn't learn this in Sunday school. I never went to Sunday school. A big fire in the center of English. Wow. Loughborough, the building of HSBC Bank, which recently bought the British division of the bankrupt Silicon Valley Bank. It's burning. That's weird. SVC Financial Group, parent of Silicon Valley Bank, seized by U.S. regulators, files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy with about $2.2 billion of liquidity. Thailand government dissolved. Huh. Golden Triangle. Reforming. Mr. P from Country R and the guy from CHINA to sign a declaration entering a new order of relations between R and C. And that's not the cola, man. That's the countries. 317, they FOOKED, Red October, nuke standoff over, Mr. Poole, Orthodox Easter eggs. Okay, worlds collide. 17th anniversary of V for Vendetta. 17th anniversary. You can't kill an idea. You cannot kill an idea. How cool is that, man? How many times has it been written JB and Macron at the same time? Le Pen will bring foreign election evidence. Okay. A no confidence motion filed against French President Macron. You hear that, Cherie? Your boy is going down, man. Going down big time. All right, so that's it for this is on Whiplash. And Gila, you should really know it's all about the Romanovs, man. It has nothing to do with Mashiach or, Anyway, they'll if that could be true for some people, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not worried. New moon 318, new moon 319, new moon. I don't know what the day is on the Jewish calendar, but I'm going to find out. Today is The 17th of March is the 24th of Adar, a month where we increase in joy. And we're coming to the end. This Shabbos will mark the end of our study of the book of Exodus. We have left the matrix. We are now going into Vayikra. We're going to build the temple, do what we have to do, and then we're going to go through the Midbar to the promised land. Okay? We're heading there, man. We're close. That's on the Jewish calendar. Absence of pain. Yeah, once these people get out of the way, we will be good to go. Okay, so anyway, 320, which is Monday, Evergrande Liquidation Court is in court. Binance buys Voyager, Swift, and EBA. ISO 222 deadline, Evergrande, George S., Georgie boy, completed many projects from Europe, Canada, Australia, and Africa, Austria, Canada, New Zealand, and Africa, also going live March 20th, 13 days from Elon's tweet. Paris Blockchain Week begins, main sponsor Stellar, also sponsored by Ripple. 4 digital acts in Congress, building trust in financial markets of the future. CFTC joined Stellar and Lobster as the number. Stellar and Lobster is the number one wallet, considering Lobster was SCF's number one grant winner in 2019, fully vested. Barron Trump is 17 years old. On 321, the Arizona Supreme Court is going to go do some stuff. 322, 323, National Puppy Day. Red October returns to base. The rogue submarine goes back to base. May Day. Delta. COMEX 589 rule. Evergrande drew a phallic in the Suez Canal at Passover. And we're coming into Passover, guys, just a few weeks away. Distributed by Ledger Technology. Passover starts on April 5th. That's like it's like two and a half weeks away. We'll be liberated, man. We'll be leaving the Matrix forever, coming into the promised land. I don't think we're going to spend 40 years in the desert either. I don't see that. All right, so let me finish this. Okay, I'm not going to go into this whole Romanoff thing, man. It's just not for me. Okay, you guys, the Whiplash, you have at it, man. You can do what you want with that. It's fine. Have a good time. Let me know when you're done. Okay, so here the calendar goes on. $3:24, Mr. Poole. 0 hour for Earth is 3:25. 4/4, April 4th, will testify Executive Assistant Kathy Chung will testify April 4th before the House Oversight Committee about Mr. B's handling of classified records while VP. 4/8, Bull, New York Stock Exchange, Mr. Poole post, Shanghai Ethereum upgrade, mirrored Orthodox Good Friday. April 16th is Orthodox Easter. 4/10/23, days from March 1st, 40-day flood. 40 days from March 1st is 4/10. We're already in Passover mode. Yeah, 4/10, we're on Kol Moed, the days in between. That's the third in-between day on Passover. Wow, man, I don't even have to call in sick. I don't have to call anybody about Passover. I mean, I won't be broadcasting on Passover. But I think this is the first time, or maybe that I don't have anyone to call. I don't have to report to anyone that I'm like I'm taking off for Passover. Um, you know, okay, fine. Really, please, please block me. There's somehow an older couple is getting some videos from me, and they're saying we're not interested, and I'm like, just block me, please. I don't have time for this. Um, George wouldn't surprise me. Wow, George. Okay, so let me just go to Tyranny and see if he has any information for us. Okay, let's see what do we got here. China and R are getting together next week. Denounce U.S. allies over the submarine deal. Beijing and Moscow expressed concern over weapons proliferation from AUKUS arrangement, a provocation and destabilizing plan. So the bad guys are trying to start World War III, and the rest of the world is like, hey man, we're not in. They're saying like we don't agree. They're doing exactly what my rant was about. They're saying not for us, man. World War III, nah, I don't think that right now. We're kind of busy like making money and having fun and raising families. L'chaim, l'chaim. To life, everyone. That's what this is all about. Russia says it does not recognize the Hague Court. They're doing exactly my rant was about. Russia's saying we're not in. We don't agree to the Hague Court. Who are you guys? Who appointed you? Who said you are the ultimate arbiter of justice on the planet? They're like, right, Gila? Yeah. Moscow has said it does not recognize the jurisdiction of the International Court of The Hague. Just say no. Just say no. Just say no. No, not interested, man. I'm not going there. You don't have to get excited. You don't have to get angry. You don't have to get fearful. You don't have to get frightened. You don't have to yell and scream. Just say no. All right. Against Russian individuals over the war and we do not recognize this court. We do not recognize this jurisdiction. So, go fly a kite. So they issue arrest warrant against Putin over war crimes. I'm like, are you kidding me? That's the kettle calling the coal black, right? I mean, go read the threads. The FRB was founded in California and mostly attends to wealthy individuals and businesses. This means a good portion of their accounts are well in excess of 250,000. So a summary of what's happening at First Republic Bank. So they're going to be covered for 250,000, but a lot of rich people have a lot more than that. So this is the great equalizer. The planet is about to get equalized. The Black Eye Club, another Illuminati ritual, getting punched in the eye. I don't think it's getting really punched in the eye. I think they're putting vrills. They put the it's not punched in the eye. I think they get the reptiles put into their brains. They don't even hide it anymore. Poor kid. What is this? They're talking about kids that are abused. It's just ridiculous. They don't hide it, meaning the elites don't hide what they're doing. It's everything's out in the open. Evil is being totally exposed, and nothing can stop what's coming. I don't know what they're saying about it. Buenos noches, my patriots. Remind your familia how beautiful and precious they are and let them know you love them. I love you. Okay, family, I love you. We got this, man. We got this far. How many peeps we got here? 533. YouTube restores Trump's channel. Breaking news from around the world. Maybe they'll restore our channel. Boy, wouldn't that be nice? Thousands of videos I had. Thousands. They just said, okay, you're not kosher anymore. Just cancel culture, right? National Puppy Day is 3/23. All right. Well, this we've read before. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is repetitious. The best is yet to come. Kennedy Sunday. Kennedy Sunday. Heroes never die. Legends live forever. Babylon is failing, is falling, is now narrated. As I've explained many times before here, the Fed is no longer exists. Read my lips, guys. The Fed no longer exists. No money printing, nothing. It was bankrupted by buying 221 trillion in US debt, including the unfunded liabilities, taking the corporation of the US with it. It also is the real reason you are seeing these continuing bank failures. That's going to continue. So it's going to get bumpy. We tried to prepare you for this. Remember, with zero money, there are zero ways to make depositors whole. With zero money, there is no way to bail out those who are too big to fail. Creepy pedo Joe said the USG wasn't going to bail out the banks. Why would he say that out loud? No more Fed Reserve. They're showing the debt clock. So they removed from the debt clock, they removed the Federal Reserve. Now says the U.S. Department of Treasury. Hey, Brian. So we're good to go, man. Everything is good. They're not getting out of this. The destruction of the old guard. Where we go one, we go all. Nothing can stop what's coming. Best is yet to come. Kennedy Sunday. I don't know what this means. No foreign leader has ever seen the sacred sword dance except for Mr. T in Saudi Arabia. When the sleepers finally wake up enough to see something is happening, it will be an all out mad dash, like a Walmart Black Friday event. I don't know what happened to my thing. Okay, so I'm just telling you my FaceTime connected. My camera ran out of juice, so I think it's a good time to end the thing. Let me just see if I can possibly redo this. Let's see, studio. If I go back to studio, okay, I'm just going to end it out because my camera it ran out of juice. I assume you can still hear me. Yeah, can everyone hear me? But anyway, we're coming to the Great Awakening, man. Nothing can stop this. And sorry about that I forgot to turn my camera off before, but you can see me. That's interesting. My camera. Love to all. Okay, so guys, I'm going to bail out before anything else happens to my camera, but you can still see me. That's really cool. Yes, we're here. Okay. So anyway, have a great weekend. I'll be back, God willing, in tomorrow night. Have a good rest if you celebrate Shabbos. Do what you got to do, and we're winning, man. Even more than that, we have won, and everything is coming into play. It's going to be a new world. Like it could be days, it could be weeks, it could be years, but it's coming. Nothing can stop what's coming. Okay. See you guys. See you guys tomorrow night. God bless. Let's see. How do I?